What is it about an ugly kitchen that gets people so upset?
I hate everything about this kitchen.
Everything?
There's nothing I like.
When I hear that, I know it's time for me to get busy.
I'm contractor James Young, and kitchens are my specialty. The nastier the better, and this one's pretty bad. From the underwhelming cabinets to the overwhelming yellow, this kitchen's gotta go.
It's sunshine all the time in here. It drives me crazy.
First up, a new design.
We need to add some cabinets. We need to get some counter space.
Sweet tools to make the job go faster.
That is one big saw blade you got there.
And of course, plenty of cool new products.
Custom patina.
This is gorgeous.
I hear it all the time.
I hate this kitchen.
But that's about to change right now.
Lisa and Ryan started their kitchen renovation a year ago, but had to put it on hold for some very good reasons. Now I'm here to finish off the job.
Ryan and Lisa remodeled their 1908 Charmer from top to bottom and had just started in on the kitchen when life threw a much bigger project their way.
So we started the kitchen renovation by doing our floor, and then we found out I was pregnant, which was really exciting news.
The kitchen remained untouched while they focused on Lisa's pregnancy. Then just a few months ago, she delivered a healthy baby girl named Alice. And now they're ready to finish what they started.
Wow, I gotta tell you, great floors. Not much of a kitchen, but your floors look great.
Thanks. Everything else is up for grabs.
Up for grabs? Mean let's grab it and get rid of it?
Yes.
Exactly.
The big thing is that we have no counter space. So if you're trying to cook at the stove, there's nowhere to put anything. When you're trying to take stuff out of the fridge, you know, we have some counter space here, but now we have the baby, so we're using it for baby stuff.
Everything's kind of condensed here.
Yes.
And it's a big room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space
Yeah.
here.
We have this whole dining area too. I mean, yeah, this could be the heart of our house.
How are your appliances?
Well, the dishwasher will leak if you don't run it every few days. The range, it's every time we've pulled it away, it starts leaking gas.
Your appliances,
I know.
your appliances have issues.
I hate everything about this kitchen.
Everything?
There's nothing I like.
Except the
paint color-
floors.
Except the floor.
We need to give this kitchen some love, okay? We need to add some cabinets.
Yes.
We need to get some counter space.
Yes.
And then we need to kind of play with some things, you know, do some unique things, because you have a very charming home.
Yeah, we love our house.
Yeah.
So what kind of style do you guys have?
We just like kind of like natural, organic looking stuff like wood, stone, metal, things like that.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of the hate. We're gonna bring in the love. And this will be the heartbeat and the pulse of your home, all right?
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
That's good.
Here's the plan. We'll keep the floor and add new cabinetry to this wall, topped off with zinc countertops and open shelving made from reclaimed wood. We'll replace these uppers with a custom-made copper hood vent and add a prep area over the radiator. The fridge will get surrounded by new cabinetry for added storage. And we'll drop in a vintage-style farmhouse sink with a unique copper faucet. This side of the room will get custom-cut walnut countertops and a cool copper sheet backsplash. And it's all gonna happen on a budget of 22 grand.
Let's get this out of here.
All right.
The leaky appliances are the first things to go,
All right. Oh,
followed by the sink and countertop.
pull it out. There we go. This is easy.
They may be short on cabinets, but the ones they do have are in good shape. So we'll move a few around for better function.
We should pull this one out,
Okay.
and this one as well.
Got it.
The skinny one.
Yeah.
We can just add that over here,
Perfect.
okay?
Sounds great.
Since we're adding cabinets by the fridge, using more narrow 12-inch cabinets next to the sink will allow for a wider walkway into the kitchen.
All right, so we're all good there. So what we'll do, we'll get a stock cabinet we'll put in here for our lower.
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Before you go out and buy new cabinets, take inventory of your old ones. You might be able to use them in another place and save money.
And cabinets aren't the only thing we're reusing.
Got this out of the garage.
Yeah.
I think it'd be an excellent prep area if we put over your radiator.
It's perfect.
Then it kind of takes the radiator out of the picture.
Yeah.
We're taking off the top because we'll be adding a new custom-made countertop later. And and then we set the frame in place.
All right, so we're all good there. We'll get it plumbed up so it's level with our other base cabinet.
Perfect.
We'll get a nice wood countertop, and you will have an instant prep area.
That's so great.
Coming up, chopping down your budget by repurposing old material.
Look at that piece right there.
You can see the chop marks.
And cool tools you can rent for working with metal.
This machine that we're using, it's called a brake.
That's next on I Hate My Kitchen. After a big year of ups and downs, Ryan and Lisa are thrilled to be moving forward with their kitchen remodel. And they're making it all happen on a budget of 22 grand.
We've been able to save some money there by reusing some of the products, so we're going to be able to use more of our budget for some really cool items that we're really excited about.
My crew came in to modify their sink base and install new lower cabinets in the dining area. But when it came time to sand and paint, these two were on their own. After a lot of sweat and hard work, they're ready for some fresh air. I brought Lisa and Ryan to a local lumber yard that specializes in reclaimed wood to check out some options to use to make some shelves for their dining area. Reclaimed wood can be repurposed for just about any project. And best of all, each piece of wood has its own story.
Bleachers.
Oh yeah,
that's
from high
awesome.
school.
I think this is gum.
Look at that piece right there.
You can see the chop marks.
That's really cool.
Really cool.
Can you cut it lengthwise?
Absolutely.
This would be a great shelf. The bottom here, cut it lengthwise down the center. Make 2 shelves out of it.
I think we can do it.
Yeah, okay.
And I know they got all the tools to make it happen. How about I stay here, cut it down, you guys go home, and then I'll surprise you.
Sounds
pretty
good.
Does that sound good? You were like, yeah.
Sounds good, guys.
Now it's time for me to figure out where this wood came from.
So Russ, this is the chosen piece. What can you tell me about this piece of wood right here?
Well, this is a hand-hewn pine beam, and it came out of a century-old barn, probably built around 1870 or so.
Turning a century-old barn beam into a kitchen shelf is no small task. First, we use a metal detector to weed out any leftover nails.
Any gold that's found is mine, right?
I guess.
Then, cut it down to size with the chainsaw. Next, watch out, I jump on a forklift to move the beam onto our largest cool tool yet, a 4-post band sawmill.
That is one big saw blade you got there.
It is. Yep, that's an 1.5-inch blade.
So it's gonna basically slice this
Yep,
like in there.
just like a hot knife through butter. So it's gonna get loud.
All right, let her rip.
All right, let's do it.
This 7,000-pound tool is designed to load, turn, clamp, and saw whole logs into working lumber.
Look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's a clean cut right there.
We flip the beam to cut the reverse side. And now all that's left is to run it through a planer for a smooth finished top. The total price tag on our reclaimed wood, just under $500 for the finished pieces. A small price to pay for quality custom shelving. Back at the house, we throw up some support brackets, and now it's time to bring the outdoors in.
That's looking really sweet.
It's beautiful.
Adds a lot of character there.
Yeah.
So we've got some other open shelving we're gonna put in here on this side of the wall, and then we got another piece that's going on the other wall.
Right.
So we still got work to do.
All right.
So let's hit
do
it.
I cut down some 1x12 poplar to make our lower shelf, and we attach 8 corbels to our wall studs for extra support so the boards don't flex.
All right, these look beautiful.
You got open shelving.
Yeah.
So Lisa, we're gonna do something really unique. We're gonna use zinc for your countertop in your dining area.
Very cool.
And zinc is really cool because it ages over time, it changes colors, it patinas. So it's gonna be pretty sweet.
I'm really excited about
We're
this.
keeping it unique
Yeah.
here.
And at only $335 for the sheet of zinc, we're also keeping it cheap.
So this machine that we're using, it's called a brake. Right now, we're gonna use it for a straight edge because we're gonna cut this to size.
Yep.
And then we're gonna bend it over a plywood substrate.
Great.
Siding brakes like this one are typically used for bending aluminum siding, but we're using it to clamp and bend our zinc sheet. This tool's a bit on the pricey side at $1,200, but you can rent the whole unit for around $60 a day. After we've scored our line, we rock it back and forth until the metal breaks clean.
There we go.
Now, we'll bring in Ryan to help make the double 90-degree bend that will tuck under our substrate. We wrap the zinc around our base and then pound it in place to finish off the last bend.
This blue that you see, this blue film, that's just a protective coating so it doesn't get scratched while we're installing it. But the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna glue it down to our substrate.
We throw down some construction adhesive and spread it evenly with the trowel. We line up our edges, smooth it down, and then clamp it into place.
Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll let this sit for about 24 hours. You know, let that construction adhesive just adhere. We'll pull the film on it. We'll be looking sharp.
Great.
Drop it in.
It's gonna be beautiful with the beam above it. It's gonna be really great.
Up next, how mixing materials can make your space.
Everything's just tying in.
Yeah.
And learn when it pays to go custom.
You see all these colors in there?
Yeah.
When I hate my kitchen returns. After lots of hard work, the foundation of Lisa and Ryan's new kitchen is in place. And as far as we know, so is their budget of 22 grand.
I think our budget's okay. I haven't checked it lately, but we're doing well.
To keep things moving, I brought in my guys to install our zinc countertop, and they used the leftover zinc for a backsplash above the range. And now, we're set to drop in our newest arrival, a single bowl farmhouse sink.
Time to set the sink. You haven't seen it.
Wow. Beautiful.
Fire clay, farmhouse sink. That's heat and stain resistant.
It's much bigger than our old sink.
So let's throw it in now. This is your original base cabinet.
Right.
So we've modified it for this sink. So let's see if it fits.
Okay.
Look at that.
Very nice.
That's very nice. So now we're set to put our countertops on. You ready?
Yep.
We're going with cool walnut countertops for this side of the room. Custom wood countertops are a great way to bring warmth and durability into your kitchen. Lisa and Ryan chose from over 30 different wood species and zeroed in on a rustic black walnut. And turning the rough wood into countertop is a true art form.
First, we run it through a double-sided planer, which cleans up the surface area. That allows us to get a good look at the grain underneath, and we're able to match it up and pick the boards we want to use for a particular top.
Once the custom blend is selected, they use a rip saw to square off the edges, roll on the glue, and seal it up with 3,000 pounds of torque pressure. After it's cured, they smooth it out in a planer sander combo and use a high-tech router to customize their cuts. Finally, they fill in any cracks and finish up with a 5-step oiling process that brings out the unique richness of each piece. And with that, it's ready for install.
All right, we'll set it right there. I really like walnut.
Looks really good with the porcelain.
This is just dry fitting it. We'll pull it out. We'll put some silicone around the rim here of our sink.
Okay.
And then we'll screw it in and we'll be set.
Lisa and Ryan's wood tops came in at just over $2,500. And now that they're in, Lisa's on deck to help with the faucet install.
Walnut countertops.
Yeah.
We got the farmhouse sink. So we have to do the antique copper faucet.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's
Yeah.
just, everything's just tying in.
Yeah.
I use a 1.5-inch hole saw to drill for the faucet, working from both sides so the bit won't get stuck. Then Lisa uses a paddle bit to create a hole for the side spray. And now, the moment of truth.
Look at that.
This looks awesome. It's gorgeous, and I think it'll be so functional. I'll be able to wash pots in here, fill up spaghetti pots.
And the baby.
And the baby.